Here we go.
Shout out BruceGas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Where you at?
Yeah, Benny arresting boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, BruceGas putting them fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out BruceGas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping all the shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out Mad Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sample. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if anybody comes in.
Feel like BruceGas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
A little something in the back there to make everything sound good. And bear with me while I do some adjusting here. The Boxing Menu Podcast, my brother. Salute, my man. Appreciate you coming by. I'm going to do a little bit of boxing trivia in a bit. But I've got to make sure all my controls are all set here. Make sure my head is in the right frame of mind for this. Daniel Berry, man, I appreciate your support, brother. Salute to you, man. Cheers. Chairs and tables. I got some, let's see, right now I'm smoking a little bit of, I got some Rainbow Runts, and I mixed a little bit of High Society in there, and I sweetened it up with some Blonde Crumble. And I'm not even that high today. I only smoked like a joint all day today. Been more active than anything else, so relaxing now, kicking back with a little trivia, test on knowledge of the subject. Man, this is trivia for dummies, though. Oh yeah, what a flavor. What a flavor. Can't dance on one leg though, I always used to say. There he is, man. Anybody who has any pretenses of winning, look out. I got one of the Irish contention in here right now. He doesn't lose too often. But I got some good ones in here, man. I tell you, I spend a lot of time putting these trivia contests together because if I just put one up and say AI, give me a bunch of questions and answers, I go through them and all the freaking answers are wrong. And it's like, man, I gotta re-edit these, go double check the answers, type them in the freaking columns in here. This is a pain in the ass, but it is ultimately really fun in the long run. Get a good buzz on, pick your brains for your knowledge of the sport that we all love. And Carlos, we're talking today, man. They signed Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. You know, it's kind of sad to see Pacquiao. He's going to come out here and long retired. He really doesn't belong in the ring. When I heard it, it's going to remind me of Macho Camacho when he beat up Sugar Ray Leonard when Leonard came out of retirement. You know, after the Terry Norris loss, Sugar Ray for some reason thought he still had it, and if it happens like that, and we see Marquez get laid out, or we see Pacquiao get laid out like Marquez laid him out, or even like what Macho did to Sugar Ray Leonard, that's not fun to watch. You know, you can't keep me away from it. You know I'm going to be there watching it, but I don't think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. But until this weekend, I mean, it's been talked about to death. Last weekend, we had the the Friday night fiasco in Times Square, and then we had the next night, we had the Mexican in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, and the night after that, we had the Jap in Las Vegas. I mean, boxing is in a crazy spot. It's fun to watch from my couch over here, man. It's a lot of fun to watch from here, but again, the direction it's going, I don't know, man. I got to give Turkey Al-Sheikh the credit of putting these people in the ring together. But these boxers, man, they're just not living up to the hype. They're underperforming. They've gotten that silk pajama syndrome, and you can see it all around. I want to see Devin Haney and Rolly go at it now. It should be a no-brainer. They're both on the same card. They both won. Rolly knocked off Ryan's date with Devin. Mango. Rolly moves right in. That should be simple. It should have been made on the spot. It should have been announced already. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, man? But I will, I was surprised nobody mentioned this because you know what Turkey Al-Sheikh was doing on Saturday night? He was trying to copy the Rumble in the Jungle, where that fight was fought at like 6 a.m. so we could see it over here at prime time, which is what Turkey Al-Sheikh did. But what he failed to realize is that Canelo is no Ali. The place was dead. I think the card started at 2:30. They had to like slap people in the face. It was almost like watching a Japanese wrestling match. You just hear an occasional when there's a big punches landed. But it was like a low energy operation. And they tried to do that early in the morning over there. They got people in the arena, but you could see they were just sipping on their espresso. They were still trying to open their eyes. Whereas you went to Zaire that night, man. You went to the Rumble in the Jungle, and it was 5 in the morning, but they're on their feet chanting Ali Boombaye. Turkey Al-Sheikh kind of underestimated or overestimated the drawing power of Canelo. But that's kind of what I got out of it. It was a ball fest. There were maybe 2 or 3 good fights on the whole weekend. The rest of them, they were meh. I want to see if my boy Joe comes in here. FCO, we kick back a little bit. Let him roll in here because the first place winner, and it can't be from out of the country because we cannot ship our prizes overseas. It costs way too much. Hey, there's my brother Andrew Charles, man. Definitely not a global phenomenon. But you see where I went with that, Andrew? You see how they really looked at it like, let's do this for primetime America. We may suffer a little bit at the gate, but Canelo is definitely not a global phenomenon. No freaking way, man. And I could see Canelo getting older in the ring. He looks older every time he steps in there. He doesn't really care. He's just going through the motions. He couldn't cut the ring off. I don't think he landed any really meaningful punches that whole night. I mean, it was kind of pathetic. But then the next night, man, we're treated to Monster Noli. Monster Noli comes to Las Vegas. The place is rocking. I thought it was going to be a low-energy affair because, when it first started, they showed the arena. Canavar saw the stadium where the Raiders play out there. What's that? I can't think of the name. They change these names pretty much yearly. Whoever sponsors it gets the name on there. But that place was rocking. And see, Vegas, I've been to Vegas a couple of times, and the Oriental people, that's when they come to the U.S. for vacation, the rich ones, they go to Vegas. Vegas, they love to gamble. And I noticed that with a lot of Asian people when I was there. And they showed up, man. They showed up to support their boy. And Monster and Noe put on a tremendous performance. He got knocked down. He showed he has weaknesses. And I can only see it for a legitimate 126-pounder featherweight and floored him. And then followed up on it. He fought a super bantamweight. And he's talking featherweight. See, those little guys, it's different when they go up in weight. The bigger weight classes, even like when I say the bigger, the middleweights, they can move up to super middleweight, and it's not that much because you can carry that 8 pounds. But when you get down to 120 pounds, 5 pounds of fat is all about the size of this. And they're carrying a cylinder like that across a small body. It makes a big, big difference. In that weight class, and Monster No, it's going to be a wait and see for me. I want to see if he can handle the bigger weight divisions, because he has those lapses in defense, where when he throws his right hand, he drops his left. He didn't like Rolly. Rolly had that left like it was a phone. He had it up to his ear. There was no way he was going to get counted with a left hook. Where Monster No, second fight in a row, man, he got counted with the same left hook and he went down. And can you imagine if somebody like Salvador Sanchez landed that hook on him? I don't know if he'd get back up, and if he did, man, he'd walk into the hailstorm. Jose, my brother. Jose, you're always on the move, my man. Always showing support over on Facebook, on YouTube. Hey, Al Green, brother. Salute to you, man, over on Facebook, man. Thank you for stopping by. We got an international audience that comes here and plays these trivia games, man. I love it. I got 450 on Facebook. On the platform here, we got over 2,000 working in the background. So we'll see if they play the game, if they make it interesting. There he is, Technique. We gotta tell Phantom, give you a wrench. That was disgusting, bro. He's giving those broads a wrench. They come in there for 2 seconds and they're already wrenched up and they're screaming about getting timed out, this and that. And Technique, who's been a day one, a supporter in there, he don't even have his armor on. They're slapping him around. But I'm glad you came here, bro. I'm going to start this in a few more minutes. I'm going to get my head in the right frame of mind. Oh, that music in the background there, Al. That is the George Porter Trio. They played, that's live. That's down in the Maple Leaf Bar down in New Orleans on the square. And I love that band, man. That's Chris Atkins on guitar. George Porter, he plays bass with the Neville Brothers. This is Cajun jazz, man. I love this stuff, bro. And it's live. It's not copyrighted, not yet. Anyway, maybe it will be. But they put it on in the background. Man, I'm looking at my face in there, and I can see, man. I do my beard, and I got the shaved dome, and I can see the beard over here meeting the head. Kind of weird looking. I may shave the beard off. I don't know, man. But anyway, I got a good trivia game here for you, man. It's got some obscure questions in there. It's got some current stuff. It's got some Ali and Tyson. Of course, we're going to use some of the standard, the pallbearers in the game. I don't go on Instagram too much, Jose. But if you tell me to do it on Facebook, I always see you over there. But shout out to you, Jose, always showing love and support for the channel. And another highly intelligent boxing fan out there. I think he's a trainer. He's a fisherman, and he's been hanging with me for many years now. And shout out to Jose Angel Diaz, my brother. I can't sleep with this music playing. I get into the beat, and all of a sudden, man, I'm wide awake. I'm out here hitting the bong, putting the next tune on.
Thank you very much. Good evening!
Good evening. Do I have 10 people in here? If I have 10, I'll start the game. Oh, no, there's only... It says there's only 2 watching. Let me refresh it and see if there's a... Nope, man. I guess they came and they went. But we'll wait for a few more to get in here, and then we'll start our trivia game. And until then, we'll just have to we'll speak a little more on boxing and what's happening. And we got the heavyweight rematch this weekend. There's not much going on in boxing this weekend. It's going to be a slow one, and unless you're a die-hard YouTube fan like most of us are. There's not going to be much going on. Hey, there's my brother El Dub. This is the guy that I go to when I want to see what's going on in boxing. And see, I'll say there's not much going on, but El Dub will say, not much going on, man. You got 4 fights coming out of England. You got 1 coming out of Thailand. And I mean, El Dub is the true boxing fan out of everybody in here, man. Out of pretty much everybody on YouTube as far as catching those fights and watching them. But Friday we got fights coming from Orlando, Florida. Danny Apero, Cesar Navarro, heavyweights. I don't really know who these guys are. Let me take a quick check on these, man, because I love heavyweight boxing. And if this is on a Friday night on DAZN, you know I'm going to be here. Let's see, man. Cesar Navarro. Let's take a quick look at him. 13-2, 11 knockouts. I mean, these are journeymen, or he is anyway. Let's see about Danny Apero. He's 10-0, so he must be the house fighter. Heavyweight, 8 knockouts. So you know there's going to be a knockout on this card, man. This is going to be something fun for me on Friday night. And then you got boxing also from New York. Andy Dominguez, Nevis Rodriguez. And you got another fight down in Florida. Andreas Katzorkius, Roberto Cruz. I mean, there's a lot of boxing, but there's not the big names that we had last weekend. On Saturday, you got Emmanuel Navarrete, Charlie Suarez, Muratala on the same card. So it's not the like I said, it's not the marquee value we had last weekend, but it's still pretty decent. Keep us going. But the fight I'm looking forward to is the rematch, Johnny Fisher and Dave Allen. I don't know why it deserves main event status. It would have been nice to have as a co-main on one of Turkey's bigger cards, maybe on a music card. But they got this as a main event on Saturday the 17th at the Copper Box in London. And if you saw the first fight, it was definitely it was a good fight. It ended in I think Allen won the fight, didn't he? I can't even remember the winner, but it was back and forth, and it was a disputed verdict. No, Fisher won. See, Allen's the veteran, and Allen kind of schooled him, but Fisher kept his unbeaten streak intact, and now in the rematch we'll see if he does it again. So it should be definitely a fun fight, but you know, to see a top marquee value fighter. See Friday the 23rd, Terry Hopper and Natalie Zimmerman. Maxie Hughes on the card. I'm not really doesn't look like a huge fan card. Josh Taylor on Saturday the 24th against Ikaw Usserman. And Moses Atoma is going to be on that card also. Atoma, they want to see him as the youngest. He was trying to become the youngest heavyweight champion, beating Tyson's record. And he's taking on Blake Bowligan. Check out that. Yeah, Thomas, what, 20 years old? I don't know if he's going to beat Mike Tyson's record unless they really rush him into the title shot. My sister Linda Platt on Facebook, man. Good evening, man. Salute my sister. One of one of my favorite ladies I met on the internet, man, and that's the first lady of photography, Linda Platt. But let me start this quiz, man. Me. I put the resume the game on. And this will wind it down a little bit. 2-minute warning. Boxing trivia for dummies. See, I didn't put a lot. This is kind of like this weekend in boxing. I didn't put a ton of real marquee boxes on here. I used a lot of boxes that many people don't talk about, or shall I say, the casuals don't talk about. But it's going to be interesting, and remember, make sure you read the whole question, read it completely, because if the answer is correct, if you just read part of the question, you might be off on the date, you might get the wrong answer. There are 4 choices, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a 25% chance even if you guess. The winner will get some gummies if you want. Can't send it to my friends over across the bay. It costs too much moolah. That's so true, Al. That's so true, my brother. We were spoiled, man. I say it all the time on here, and I hate to sound redundant, but you know, we were fed in our day, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s boxing. It was like having filet mignon every Saturday afternoon, you know, every Sunday afternoon, even the big fights into the 90s, the HBO era, and the knockout TV. I mean, it was like a plethora of just the greatest talent in the world, fighting the greatest talent in the world. And now, hey, what can you say? It's what boxing has become. Which boxer was known as the Cinderella Man besides James J. Braddock? 1, was it Tommy Morrison? 2, was it Tex Cobb? 3, was it Mickey Ward? Or 4, was it Chuck Wepner? Also known as the Cinderella Man. You wouldn't know it just by the top of your head, but he was. There we go. Even though we only got a couple of people playing in here, my man Technique, he knows his shit. You gotta put the number, or you gotta put the whole answer in there, Andrew Charles. You gotta put Mickey Ward, or 3, or 1, or 2, or 3, or 4. But the correct answer, Chuck Wepner. See, all these, you can go on, you can Google them. There's all the correct answers. And believe me, who distorted George Foreman's face in his comeback attempt in 1992? And that was on the cover of the background. 1, was it Shannon Briggs? 2, Michael Mora? 3, Amanda Holyfield? Or 4, Alex Stewart? Who distorted George Foreman's face in his comeback attempt in 1992? That's it. Windows closed. The correct answer is Alex Stewart. I got a bunch of smart people in here. 100% got that one. The Drunk Irishman Technique, the first 2 on it. Question number 3 coming up, and we got 50 of them. Which boxer defeated Muhammad Ali in a 1973 fight? 1, was it Trevor Berbick? 2, Leon Spinks? 3, Ken Norton? Or 4, Joe Frazier? Who defeated Ali in a 1973 fight? And all 4 of these people defeated him. But only 1 in 1973. That was an amazing year for me too, man. got my first apartment. Got a lot of firsties in that year. It was a hell of a year for me. 100% got this one right. Ken Norton. Major upset, man. I remember watching this on Wide World of Sports. Who's Ken Norton? You couldn't Google it. Couldn't even find his name. You had to get. I wasn't even a magazine follower back then. Who's the first opponent Mike Tyson faced as a professional boxer? 1 was it Trent Singleton, 2 John Alderson, 3 Hector Mercedes, or 4 Don Halpern. The first opponent Mike Tyson faced as a professional. The window is closed. The correct answer. If you watch Tyson, he says it all the time. But the correct answer, number 3, Hector Mercedes. Knocked him out in the first round. Nobody got that one right. I guess nobody's even sticking around. Me and you, Carlos. Techniques here, my brother. Andrew Charles. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Sometimes it doesn't show the people here on this one and that one, but you're here. I'm here. The game continues. Which journeyman boxer fought over 300 professional fights? 1, Reggie Strickland, 2, Peter Buckley, 3, Floyd Mayweather Sr., or 4, Emmanuel Augustus? Linda. Windows closed. The correct answer for this one. Hey, I called up Terrible Tim. I didn't get an answer. He might be out somewhere or something. Hey, my sister Boston Brooke. All right, man. That's my girlfriend over there, man. Boston Brooke. I gotta give her a wrench, man. Even though she don't give one to me, but sweetheart, go sub to her channel. Oh, I gotta put this on pause. Hang on a second. Pause this game. But anyway, man, I appreciate you coming in here, my sister. She just started her channel, man. She just got over 1,000 subs. Excellent feeling to get her up to 2,000. You're gonna make me blush, Brooke. Let's resume this game. Who did Lennox Lewis defeat to win his first world title in 1992? 1, Tony Tucker, 2, Razor Ruddock, 3, Oliver McCall, or 4, Frank Bruno? Hey, Brooke, too bad you didn't know more about boxing. I'm giving the winner of this a bag of gummies, man. My homemade gummies. But you gotta earn them. And the correct answer is Tony Tucker. That was the IBF title in what? Carlos, you could probably even give me the year. 100% got this one right. The next. What year did the greatest Muhammad Ali finally hang up his gloves and let the world catch his breath? 1 was it 1982, 2 was it 1981, 3 1980, or 4 1979? What year did Ali retire and finally let the world catch its breath? The correct answer is just after fighting Trevor Berbick. The year 1981. 100% got this one right. Which underdog boxer upset Tommy Morrison in 1993? 1 was it Michael Bent, 2 was it Hasim Lockman, 3, Franz Volta, or 4, David Tua. 1993, underdog boxer. At question 10, we'll take a break look at the scoreboard, and we'll see who's in the lead. But the correct answer to this one, what an upset too, man. If you were watching this fight, I think it was on USA Tuesday Night Fights. Wang! Tommy Morrison is stopped by 100% got this one, Michael Bent. What's that? Question number 8. Who was the only man to stop Vitaly Klitschko in his career? 1, was it Samuel Peter? 2, was it Lennox Lewis? 3, Corey Sanders, or 4, Chris Bird? You guys, I don't know, man. I thought you'd get this one. The only stoppage on his career. I don't see anybody with the right answer on there. Nope, nobody got it. It wasn't Lennox Lewis. In his title, it was Chris Bird. I was talking title. I guess I worded that one wrong. Remember I said I went over this one? But anyway. Which little-known boxer held the IBF light flyweight title from 1989 to 1991? Yeah, no, I fucked that one up, technique. Sorry, man. 1 out of 50 isn't bad, but follow me for the rest of the show, bro, and see what's up. Was it Lopez, Kidasian, Cabajal, or Chang? Kidasian. IBF light flyweight title from 89 to 91. This is a tough one. You gotta take a guess on this one. Kidasian. Nobody got this one. I'm gonna shoot up the leaderboard, see what's going on over here, man. Carlos Mendoza, the drunk Irishman, 7 out of 10. Technique tying him up with 7. My sister Linda Platt on Facebook, like I told you, the first lady of boxing, of boxing photography, and my brother Andrew Charles, hanging in there. Who famously lost to Rocky Marciano in Rocky's last professional fight? 1, was it Roland Estraza? 2, Jersey Joe Walcott? 3, Ezzard Charles, or 4, Archie Moore? Who lost to The Rock in his last professional performance? Make sure you drink a lot of water too. I hate to be redundantly saying that, but number 1, the only thing I put in my body aside from food and weed, water, H2O. Who lost to Marciano? Which one of these cats? This should be 100% of this one. Linda, you gotta have this one right. 100% Archie Moore. The next one. Which South African boxer won the WBO lightweight title in 1993? Was it Welcome Nikita? 2, was it Ungu? 3, was it Matalata? Or 4, was it Mitchell? Which South African boxer won the WBO lightweight title in 1993? Jacob Marolata, 50%. Who was the second man to knock out Roy Jones Jr.? 1, was it Montel Griffith? 2, John Ruiz? 3, Glenn Johnson? Or 4, Antonio Tarver? The second man to knock out Roy Jones Jr. Technique. There you go, man. Tarver's up first. Who's the man who comes in here and always... But Glenn Johnson. Glenn Johnson knocked him out right after Tarver. And Glenn Johnson really knocked him out. Tarver, he got up and got stopped, I think, with Tarver. But Glenn Johnson fucking destroyed him. It was a sad sight to see. But 100% got that one. Who was the first boxer to defeat Chavez? See, I'm coming down to real easy ones here, man. You guys are going to be smoking these, man. 1, was it Roger Mayweather? 2, Pernell Whitaker? 3, Oscar De La Hoya? Or 4, Frankie Randall? There we go, Carlos. I need like a co-host on here. That's why I like Witherspoon. We always got the good antidotes for these fighters. And I got usually Joe sticks them in there, or who the hell else? I can't even remember who the hell else, man. But anyway, Frankie Randall, the first man to defeat Julio Cesar Chavez. 100% on this one too. Frankie the Surgeon Randall. Let me get some of my more difficult ones in here. See if I can stump you a little bit. Which unknown boxer beat Mike Tyson in his final professional bout? 1, Lennox Lewis. 2, Kevin McBride. 3, Danny Williams. Or 4, Clifford Etney. And this was a sad sight to see. If you saw this one, Tyson was just sitting on the mat, and the referee helped him up, and he gave up. He didn't want to do it anymore. And the man who that was Kevin McBride. Technique was the first dude on there with the drunk Irish, but everybody else got that one right. Sad memories, but that's what it was, man. We got question number 16 coming up. We'll cut right through this if we keep the pace going. Which unheralded fighter ended Naseem Hamed's undefeated streak? 1, was it Marco Antonio Barrera? 2, was it Juan Manuel Marquez? 3, Johnny Tapia? Or 4, Eric Morales? The correct answer, please. I see answers kind of not the same one, so we'll see if it's like 100%. Maybe this will lengthen the game a little bit. It's almost like a three-handed game of poker. Nope, 100% get this one right. Marco Antonio Barrera. Linda, thank you for stopping by, my sister. I'll talk to you later. Which Cuban defector made waves with his slick style at super welterweight and middleweight? 1, was it Yorkos Gamboa? 2, was it Joel Casamayer? 3, was it Rigondeaux? Or 4, was it Sandole Laura? Which Cuban defector made waves with his slick style at welterweight and super middleweight? Uh, 50%. Sandole Laura. Did you hit the wrong button, technique, or Who handed Amir Khan a shocking first-round KO loss in 2008? One, was it Paulie Malignaggi? Two, was it Marcos Mediana? Three, was it Lamont Peterson? Or four, was it Breeders Prescott? Who shocked the world knocking out Amir Khan in 2008?
That was a song off of our current project called Porter's Pocket. And
the correct answer, as we all remember, an HBO shocker.
Make sure that you get home with some.
Breeders Prescott, 100% got this one right. It was unbelievable, if I recall. All right, man, let's keep moving here.
Does it belong to us yet? And we said the sucker on fire.
Which boxer was nicknamed the Drunken Master for his unorthodox style? One, was it Zab Judah? Three, was it Ricardo Mayorga? Four, was it Prince Nassim? Three, Prince Nassim, or four, Emmanuel Augustus? The Drunken Master. Who was it?
Just got cable. Just tape it up so it.
Emmanuel Augustus. Mad Chad's got a hell of a story about Emmanuel Augustus. But next time you see him, ask him to tell you that one. 100% got that one right once again. We're moving into the 20 count here, man. Who was the first opponent to go the distance with Mike Tyson? One, was it Tony Tucker? Two, was it Mitch Green? Three, was it James Tillis? Or four, was it Bone Crusher Smith? And all four of these did go the distance with him. But who was the first opponent to go the distance? Tucker, Green, Tillis, or Smith? James Quick Tillis. This was before he won. This is before he beat Tony Tucker. But this was like, I had to rent the hotel room. It was funny because what I did was, man, we didn't have HBO in my town at the time, so a bunch of buddies of mine, we'd rent a hotel room up at a 4-star hotel in Providence called the Biltmore, and they had HBO. I don't know how I think they had like a micro, some big antenna on the roof. But anyway, HBO wasn't available anywhere in the state. But we used to go there, rent a room, and there was a bunch of people that did that too, because when we'd be leaving after the fights, you'd see another room, 5 guys leaving, and when we were in the lobby, a bunch of guys leaving. So it was a thing to do, but we went up there, like that was like back in 1980. No, it's got to be after that, right? No, probably. But anyway, how old was Amir Khan when he claimed the WBA title in 2009 and still looked like he needed to show ID at the bars? One, was he 22? Two, was he 21? Three, was he 20? Or four, was he 19? And if you remember watching Amir Khan when he won his first belt, he looked like a kid up there. Hey, bro, guessing you got a 25% chance technique. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he's that quick, man. You have to be really, really fast to do it. I guess you could, but who cares? How old was young Amir Khan? 22, and he looked about 18, if you recall. Oh yeah, we'll take a look at the scoreboard, man. Let me pause this game here, take a quick look at the scoreboard. Display the leaderboard. There we go. There we go. The Drunk Irishman is still in first place, but he's only got you by 2, Technique. And aside from that, it's a runaway show, man. It's going to be you two if you hang around. You, me, the George Porter Trio. With this journeyman knocked out an undefeated Vladimir Klitschko in his biggest career win. 1 was it Ross the Boss Purity, 2 was it Bruce Seldon, 3 was it Smoking Bert Cooper, or 4 was it Andrew Galata. This journeyman knocked out an undefeated Vladimir Klitschko in his biggest career win. Who was it? Yeah, I know. I went overboard, Irishman. That's the 20. That's question 22. But 100% got this one right. I got carried away talking to you guys. But hey, it's either this or I go listen to the gossip over at Phantoms, man. I listen to all them broads start screaming at each other. I can't do that for long. Corey Sanders also stopped Vladimir Klitschko in 2003. What heavyweight title did he win? 1 was it the WBO, 2 was it the WBC, 3 the WBA, or 4 the IBF.
Since we're in this magical moment, you ready, T? Take another sip. What's that?
Both of you cats know the answer to this one? I wouldn't have known it.
Oh, you turned your mic up somewhere else.
I would have thought
I
I don't know which one I would have had to guess. But you both knew this one. The WBO.
Terrence Houston back there with the drums.
Let me
Yes. Correct. He has a magical microphone.
Let me do this here first. Who was the first Filipino boxer to fight for world titles in 3 different decades? 1 was it Pancho Villa, 2 Nanito Donaire, 3 Manny Pacquiao, or 4 Luisito Espinosa. Espinosa.
Yeah, you're right.
Espinosa.
How you feeling with it, George?
It's a tough last name to pronounce.
Oh no.
You don't know? You like it? You like the reverb?
Well, who was the first Filipino boxer to fight for world titles in 3 different decades?
You gotta put a little.
I think I got you on this one, both of you. You can Google it if you want to. Luisito Espinosa.
Oh yeah.
Who became the first Triple Crown? You read it. Take a water here.
Can you tell me, mister?
Knocks the hell out of you, but it's worth it.
I wanna know. Can you do it out?
Who became the first ever triple champ? Basically, the OG collector of belts. Hey, FCO, my bro. The FCO comes in and kicks some ass, but he's a little late. But he come in time, though, man. You never know with FCO. FCO, you got something coming your way too, bro. Check your mail. It's already in transit, my bro. But who became the first Triple Crown champion? Canzonieri, Fitzsimmons, Armstrong, or Ross? The correct answer, Robert Fitzsimmons, Bob Fitzsimmons, the first of the Triple Crown champions. He was chasing champions around a long time ago. The Drunk Irishman. Monster knew he just tied a record for 25 consecutive title defenses. Who did he tie it with? 1 is it Roberto Duran? 2 is it Larry Holmes? 3 is it Julio Cesar Chavez? Or 4 is it Joe Louis? The FCO came in here around 25, so if he gets 25 out of 50, I don't know how to do that in the control room, but see, the drunk Irishman technique would be in a 3-way tie. It's in a 2-way tie, but 60% got said Joe Louis. So the drunk Irishman just fell back a peg. So see, it gets hey, there's my brother Cornbread. I gotta do a bomb for Cornbread. Let me put this on pause here. We'll have a little bit to look this question up, but Cornbread, I'm smoking a combination of rainbow runts mixed with high society with some platinum blonde crumble infused, and it kicks ass, my brother. But this bong is for my bro Cornbread. If you're a heavy-duty stoner and you want to go down, you want to get down with the man in the morning, a working-class hero, go see Cornbread. Shout out to Cornbread.
Can you do without good people? Once you think about it, oh wow. Can you do without?
Let's start this shit show again. Which round did Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the Wilder versus Fury 3 match in 2021? 1 was it the 9th round, 2 the 6th round, 3 the 11th round, or 4 the 10th round?
Can you do without? Trying to have yourself a bang. Oh yeah.
Oh, it is, bro.
When you
know what I've been doing, man? See, I need to smoke a different strain every day.
Can you do without your game?
That's something I just have to do.
I want to know.
Technique was the first one in there. Was with 67%, but 34% said 10. But it was the 11th round. And anyway, man, see, I have to have a new strain every day. I'll lose it. I just do it. I won't lose it. I'm sorry. I'm really overstating myself here, but I have to have like a new, a different strain every day. I just smoke so much. Even edibles, I can't do them every day. I won't get high on them. So anyway, what I do is I mix the strains in the crunch roll. A little butter of this, a little butter of that, and I keep a nice little stash in my humidor. I have I'll tell you exactly. 1. Yeah, I got the strains in here, the bottles in here. I got some high society. I got some rainbow lunch. I got some key lime pie. Not a lot either of these, maybe 3-4 grams. I got some carbon fiber, about 4 grams of that. And I got a couple of small ones here that are relatively full. This is some white gummy. And this, I don't know what this is. I was going to put it in there. I don't remember where I took it out of. I'm too lazy to open it all up again. But anyway, what I do is I mix little strains together. And it keeps me going. I don't have to go out and buy anything new. I'll put a couple of buds of the key lime pie mixed with a little bit of the carbon fiber. And that way we can have variations at our own disposal. We make our own hybrids. So anyway, man, keeps my boat floating.
Y'all know the lyrics.
But
Sing the chorus with
11% got that one. With technique being the first on the freaking button. 2 more seconds, we'll get to question number 27 of this super exciting trivia game. Over here on YouTube, Facebook. I couldn't get any more platforms. I don't have to go to buy any. I didn't anyway, but they only give you 2 with the program I have.
Like a little choir here.
Anyway,
You know what I'm saying? Let me hear y'all.
where is the World Boxing Association currently headquartered? 1 is in Venezuela, 2 is at the United States, 3 is in Panama, or 4 is in Mexico.
Take me to the bridge.
Take me to the bridge. Where is it headquartered? And this one you may not believe, but if you're an old-time boxing fan, you know it's the truth. Panama. They started in Panama. They went to Venezuela. Now they're back in Panama. I think. Nobody got that one. Maybe I typed that one in wrong. We'll look at the end. I don't think I did. Which boxer won and defended a world title when his opponent was disqualified in both matches? One was it Ricardo Mayorga, 2 was it Luis Santana, 3 was it Kid Gavilan, or 4 was it Jake LaMotta. He won a title and defended a title, and when his opponent was disqualified in both matches. Who was it?
Do this next song. It's all about current.
I'll tell you the opponent, but you know, I don't. See, you tell the opponent, and we know who it is right away, Carlos.
It's one of the
And Carlos Mendoza is the president of the WBA, so it moved back and forth, but right now I think it's in where we just said Panama. Or Venezuela. Somebody Google it.
I don't know. I don't think
Luis Santana. 67% said got that one right.
We ain't never played that, though.
See, technique.
Maybe we should.
The more you stay around here, the more these freaking experts over here, they come in here and they know what's going on. And you do good, bro. You do good in the first round, but as we go along, these cats, like you said, different errors. It's hard, but
No.
Mendoza, FCO, they know all the errors. I can't even find questions that'll stump them anymore. It's getting to that point. So, which boxer was known for his awkward southpaw style and nicknamed El Zurdo de Oro? 1 was it Raul Marquez, 2 was it Luis Collazo, 3 was it Gilberto Ramirez, or 4 was it Carlos Meusa?
Okay, buttermilk. We're gonna play buttermilk. Hey Joe, is the buttermilk got effects on it? No. Clean. Okay, clean base.
Keep it clean, George.
See, I told you I gotta dig down to some real tough ones where you gotta Google them.
It's on the record.
Hey, technique, bro. No problem, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Or 2.
Zurdo. Nope, it wasn't Zurdo. Raul Marquez. That's a nickname that he had. El Zurdo de Oro. I don't know what it means, but Google it. Which Panamanian boxer held the WBA flyweight title in the early 90s? 1 was it Vincent Mosquera, 2 was it Ishmael Laguna, 3 was it Hilario Zapata, or 4 was it Asalermo Moreno. This is when I was watching boxing, reading Ring Magazine, and this is how I got to know these guys' names. And every one of those guys, I read about them fighting, man. A couple of them even saw tapes of it. But which one was it? I see, we got some cats taking a go for it anyway, man. Hilario Zapata from Panama, where the WBA was located. I think that's why he had his belt for so long. But Hilario Zapata. Ricardo Mayorga upset Vernon Forrest in 2003. Where is he from? 1, is he from Venezuela? 2, is he from Nicaragua? 3, is he from Mexico? Or 4, is he from Colombia? Where is Ricardo Mayorga from? Kind of an interesting question. But FCO, he knows. We gotta dig for these questions in here because he can't go by the book anymore. You guys know too much shit. We already seen it already. Get redundant. We don't want to see that same old shit again. Right? Nicaragua, 100% got this one. I love that organ in the back there, man. The Hammond B3. 100% Nicaragua. This 2025 Hall of Fame inductee was known for his high punch output and iron chin in the 90s. Who was it? 1, was it Vinny Pazienza? 2, was it Ivan Robinson? 3, was it Gabriel Ruiz? Or 4, Arturo Gatti? He's on speed dial. He inducted this year. The correct answer, the Paz. I got to get down to the Hall of Fame somehow. Some way, somehow. I can see if Mad Chad will take a ride, come pick me up. We're going to work something out. And also, I got to talk to some local boxer that I can get a ride there with. According to Wikipedia, how many major world champions has Japan produced in the Big Four era? 1, was it 60? 2, is it 151? 3, is it 120? Or 4, is it 108? How many major world championships has Japan produced in the Big Four organizations and Ring Magazine era? This is like a guess one, but a lot of it'll blow your mind how many world champions they get in like Mexico, and not even counting the women. This dude, Chris Atkins on guitar. But the correct answer, 108. And hey, 1 for me. You gotta pause it now. I gotta do a bomb. I'll take a quick look at the leaderboard. Even though there's no need to, it's such a small audience now. But CFCO, we subtract 25 from the drunk Irishman, and damn, I think you might have. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you and him go head on head to the end, and we see. How many times did Anthony Joshua fought outside the UK? See, this is one you gotta go in your head. 1, was it 5 times? 2, 4 times? 3 times? Or 4, 2 times? This is weird because you can press the right answer or the right number, and you get a 50% chance of winning on this one. So even if you're wrong, you got a shot of winning almost like a Powerball kind of thing. But how many times we fought outside of the UK? Once in Madison Square Garden, 4 times in, 5 times the correct answer. Nope. Mike Weaver won his title with a 15th round knockout of John Tate. What round was he himself knocked out in, losing the title?
Buttermilk.
1, was it the 6th round? 2, also the 15th round. 3, the 10th round, or 4, the first round.
It wasn't going to take a break.
I can't help throwing a Mike Weaver question in there. Mike Weaver's my man.
Since all of you showed up, that means that we're going to have to play a second set. So, it's all your fault there's a second set. Just let you know that. Your fault.
I gotta change my bong water.
We've been doing a lot of reading tonight. We shouldn't do another reading song. I wanted to know what you say, but we shouldn't do that. Huh?
The next question.
I can do whatever I want to do. Okay.
And this one,
okay, let's play.
I will.
I like that song.
This one I'm gonna go do a bomb.
We're gonna do this next song and dedicate it to all those people.
You'd have to be pretty bad to Google it. I'll be right back. Please bear with me. This should be an easy one for all you 90s fans. 90s, 2000s.
Oh, Michael got it?
I need clean bong water in here. Resume. Who upset Felix Trinidad in 2005? 1. Winky Wright. 2. Pernell Whitaker. 3. Oscar De La Hoya. 4. Fernando Vargas. I had to get some clean bong water in there. I maybe have to bust up a couple more nugs. But who was it who upset Felix? The correct answer is 100% Winky Wright, the drunk Irishman FCO. Like I told you, this is Fraser Ali over here. This is back and forth action. Too bad Joe wasn't here. And man, you know, my man De Niro, I hope he's out of the hospital. He's in rough shape, so send out prayers for De Niro's spotter, man. That's my man out here. Shane Mosley lost back-to-back decisions to this fighter in 2004. 1 was at Vernon Forrest, 2 was at Winky Wright, 3 was at Fernando Vargas, or 4 was at Daniel Santos. Back-to-back decisions in 2004. Who was it? What you say? This is kind of a tough one. People will jump at Vernon Forrest, but that was in 2004. Vernon Forrest was in 2002. Winky Wright was in 2004. So you got to pay attention to the question, I think. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Which fighter starred as Pretty Ricky Conlon in the Rocky spin-off film Creed? 1 was it Tony Bellew, 2 was it Shane Neary, 3 was it Ricky Hatton, or 4 was it Antonio Tarver? This movie was pretty good. He loses at the end, but 100% I got this one. You two guys, once again, we haven't seen, even the one you both got wrong doesn't count against you. It's like you both missed a punch. Just a little defensive parry going on here. Even if he dreams about beating me, he better wake up and apologize. Before which fight did Ali say this of his opponent? 1 was it Trevor Berbick, 2 was it Leon Spinks, 3 was it Joe Frazier, or 4 was it Jimmy Ellis? This one's not too easy either, so. And I say, Jimmy Ellis. The drunk Irishman got that one. Fought all four of them. At age of 11, Clay joined a boxing club run by a police officer. Why did he join this boxing club? One, was it because someone stole his bike and he wanted to beat them up? Two, was it because someone called him the N-word? Three, because he wanted to be the next Jack Johnson? Or four, because bullies at school were picking on him? Correct answer, my friends. 1 and 2 over there. Both of you guys know this one, so we move on. I was expecting a full house, but you never know on YouTube. Maybe I should do these things more like early in the morning or late in the day or something. I don't know. I think people get scared off by the fucking thing, to be honest with you. A lot of these YouTube historians, they don't want to get embarrassed in here, you know? The correct answer, of course, we all know. Somebody stole his bicycle, and he went to see the cops and said he wanted to beat him up, and the cops said, "You're not fighting." The rest is history. How long was Muhammad Ali out of boxing because his license was suspended, guys? 1, was it 90 days? 2, 5 years? 3, 4 years? Or 4, 3.5 years? And remember, you guys should be typing in there. Boom, Hope got that one right. 3.5 years. Even though we gotta go through this computation, we all know that I could be judging these, but I don't know how to stop it. So
There is Houston on the drums.
enjoy the show.
On keyboards and vocals. Chris Atkins on guitar and vocals. My name is George Porter Jr. We're gonna take a short pause for word of cause.
Maybe somebody else will sneak in and surprise us.
We'll be right back, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. That means I have to pause this for a second. Get my band players out there again. Cut that down, knock that off. Get over there.
Don't step on the organ cable, please.
Move these guys. Don't step on the organ cable. Get back up there and play for us, brother. There we go. Thank you. Much thanks. Prime, that's right, man. These clowns. Which German boxer held the WBO cruiserweight title from 2010 to 2014? 1, was it Marco Huck? 2, was it Felix Strom? 3, was it Axel Schultz? Or 4, was it Arthur Abraham? Another even round, folks. As we're moving along, rolling it down to the last 7 questions of the game. Which Australian boxer was known for his wars with Azuma Nelson? 1, was it Joshua Clottey? 2, was it Joseph Agabico? 3, was it Jeff Fennick? Or 4, was it Alfred Cote? See, I wish I had the Aussie in here, man, my brother Carl, the drunken kangaroo. But Lord knows, where's he tonight? He's probably over at the cat fights. But who was it? These were great fights too, man. The first one, highly disputed draw. The second one, got his ass kicked by the professor. But who was it, man? And this dude was a terror in the 80s. He was beating the shit out of everybody, busting faces up. Woo. You had to see him in action at his best. I think he's still training fighters now, man. I'm not sure. But once again, you guys, and anybody else listening out there in the playback machine game, which boxer was dubbed the Camden Buzzsaw? 1, Virgil Hill. 2, Michael Spinks. 3, Leon Spinks. Or 4, Dwight Muhammad Quali. Oh yeah, real high caliber mean. That was his thing. He had like a drive in him where he was kind of like a. Who can you compare him with? We all know this one too, man. This is another even round. The Camden Buzzsaw, as we all know, Dwight Mohammed Crowley out of Camden, New Jersey. Went into Rahway, beat James Scott. It was amazing. I mean, this guy put on so many good shows. First time I saw him, he beat Mike Rossman as an underdog. But Dwight Mohammed Crowley, I saw him through his whole career, man. Watched all his fights on CBS Sports Spectacular. In which city did Ali win the heavyweight championship of the world the third time? New Orleans, 1, New York, 2, New Orleans, 3, Lewiston, or 4, Las Vegas. The third time's the charm. And what city did he win it in? Yeah, it was. The correct answer was the New Orleans Superdome, Leon Spinks. The drunk Irishman got that one on a guess. Hey, brother. Good. That's what I said in this game. You stole around. You pulled a Sugar Ray Leonard. In the last 30 seconds, you bedazzled the judges, and you came away with the round, man. That's that was the whole card. I think Rossman won the title from Victor Galendez on that night. It was an awesome fight. But which journeyman heavyweight fighter fought Leon Spinks to a draw just 4 months before Spink upset Ali for the title? And that was in Las Vegas. But who was it? 1 was it Shane Sutcliffe, 2 was it Scott Ledoux, 3 was it Eddie the Animal Lopez, or 4 Bernardo Mercado? Who did Leon Spinks have a draw with just 4 months before upsetting Ali in 1978? The whole year I was in a snowblind blitz. I was doing coke before coke was even bigger in my town. 50% got that one. The drunk Irishman, Scott Ledoux. FCO said Shane Sutcliffe. Both good answers, but Scott Ledoux, man, Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks fought all 4 of these guys down there, too. But he had to draw with the infamous Scott Ledoux. Floyd Mayweather won his first major title belt, beating this veteran champion. 1 was it Paul Spatafiora, 2 was it Michelangelo Gonzalez, 3 was it Gennaro Hernandez, or 4 Arturo Gatti. Floyd Jr. won his first major belt, beating this guy. A long time belt holder. He just died recently too, I was reading. His nickname was El Chicanito. Both of you guys got this one for sure, man. Another easy one, but I can't. It's so hard to get these fucking things, man. I wish there was like a book I could get them in that I haven't already looked in. But 100% got this one with Gennaro Chicanito Hernandez. Question number 49. I know, huh? I didn't even know that, drunk Irishman, but I do now. Felix Trinidad has beaten all these fights except you guys. Now, this was cleverly worded, but you guys will catch this one quick. 1 Whitaker, 2 De La Hoya, 3 Vargas, or 4 Hopkins. He's beaten all the fighters except 1, 2, 3, or 4. Hope you catch this one for sure. Next question, coming up the last and final. El Famito. Once considered a great prospect, Shannon Briggs suffered his first defeat to this little-known fighter in the mid-1990s. 1 was it Samson Pahua, 2 was it Lawrence Clay Bay, 3 was it Johnny Ruiz, or 4 was it Darrell Wilson. There he is. There's my man. I just had some freaking Aussie boxer in here. Some questions about your famous Jeff Fennick. You know some other ones, Carl. I can't even remember what they were. But which one of these boxers stiffed Shannon Briggs on HBO? His nickname was, I think it was Dingaling, wasn't it? But who was it, man? Which one of the four guys was it? Mahua, Clay Bay, Ruiz, or Wilson? We got a very, our contest is winding down. 100% got this one. So both of you cats, I don't know how I guess I should have had somebody keeping score. See, somebody like Green Eyes P, that's the kind of gal you want in your chat. She keeps score for you. She tell everybody to sub to you. Hit the super chat, hit the thumbs up. My man Carl, we had some questions on there that only you could have answered. A couple of Aussie boxers in here. I can't remember what they were. Catch it on the replay. The winners were the Drunk Irishman and Technique. They were going head to head earlier. FCO came in at around question, I don't know, maybe 20 or something. And he got most of them right. But anyway, Andrew Charles was in here. It was a low turnout rate, but who gives a fuck, right? We had a good game in here. We had some active participants. And the thing is, the later I do this, the more people pop in here. But I'm done. What can you talk about? Everybody in the world is talking about what we saw this weekend. Everybody, there's nothing hot going on coming up unless you're my brother L Dub, where you notice stuff. You watch all these fighters that 7-1 and these junior flyweights. I can't watch them unless they're top caliber fights anymore. I'm not going to waste what precious time I have on this earth left, man. I'd rather get the old lady, sit down, do some bombs, we'll go watch a movie, we'll find some you watch those shorts that come out on YouTube, they come in your feed all the time, you get some series, like Netflix series, or one of those fucking 3 seasons, 10 episodes a season, we'll sit there and we'll watch it. Some of them are pretty good, some of these westerns, man, they blow your brains out, detective ones, anyway. I'll definitely watch Lee Wood. Who's he fighting? Let me see. That's what's today? Today's the 8th. So this weekend would be the 17th. Let's see. Saturday would be the 10th. Is he fighting on Friday or Saturday? Navarrete, Let's see if I can find Lee Wood in here. Yeah, I got pretty good. I'm looking at the bad left hook schedule. And I'm going down. I don't see Lee Wood in here. I'll definitely Google that and check that out. See who he's fighting, if it's worth watching. And where it's at too. Let's see, let's bring Lee Wood up here. And see who he's fighting on Saturday. Oh, he's fighting Kickass. Okay. He's a cat who we've seen before. And that's at Nottingham Arena. So why wasn't that showing up on the schedules?
And listen to the birds sing.
Nothing. They got a lot of cards going on in the UK. Hey, Bud gonna stop Canelo, man. It's on the zone. Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, there we go. I found it. Yeah, that's 12-round super featherweight. So that's going to be Saturday. Saturday afternoon's going to be stacked. And Saturday night, what do we have going on? We got Navarrete and Charlie Suarez. And Moratello's on the card too, man. So there's definitely we're definitely not going to be bouncing around from show to show on Saturday night. And Lee Wood on Saturday afternoon looks pretty cool. Not too bad. But man, the fights that I want to see him sign any day now. I'm sick of seeing Bill Haney going on all these channels and yapping. Just sign the fight, Rolly. You know Rolly wants that fight. It's the natural, the logical thing to do. You won on the same card as he did. He won. Make that fight, please. Keep boxing going. But the winner of this game and one of our most accomplished historians who comes in here, they call him the Google Kid himself, man, the drunk Irishman, Carlos Mendoza. Shout out to the man. Someday, the boxing librarian is going to realize that he's got the live one on the other end of the line. I was surprised. He'll figure it out anyway. He's a sharpie, but he's been taking a break lately. $50 for it. Let's just bet. I didn't see it, man. I didn't see it. Where is it here? Where is it? I'll have to go back. I need a reason to leave this YouTube boxing community. What's this bet? Canelo beats him. He's not. Oh, Canelo and Bud. This is what we're talking about here. Yeah, that's gonna be non-stop chatter. But I'll be so sick of that, man. After a while, I'll be so tired of that. But see, as I see that right now, personally, because I can talk right now about it, I didn't like watching Canelo the other night, man. And if Bud's been fighting on the same schedule, and nothing changes. He looks better. He looks as good as. I think the Bud that we see, even the Bud that fought Madrimov, he destroyed Canelo. If Canelo doesn't find the fountain of youth, he doesn't start finding. Hey, my brother Talib, salute my man. Thanks for stopping by. I already did it. I already did the freaking trivia. So I'm just closing it down, getting the buzz on. And there's my man Bud's gonna stop Canelo. He tell you, I said it on Scotty's show the other night. You know, when the fight was first announced, I just said, nah, Canelo's just too big and too strong. But then as I see Canelo aging before my very eyes and slowing down, not being able to cut the ring off on his skull, I just said, nah. On this night, Canelo would pick him apart. He'd beat him up. Those fucking overhand lefts would knock him off his feet. He would stun him. I've seen fighters get old before my very eyes. And as of right now, not being a fanboy for either one of these cats, I could really care less who wins. I just want to see a good fight. And looking at the fighters off their recent performances or just off their histories out, I don't like the way Canelo looked the other day. And I think if Bud comes in there in tip-top shape, if he trains hard, if he's been eating right, staying off the hard shit, man, not having to worry about not having a lot of stress in his body, keeping the inflammation low, keeping those muscles toned, coming in that fight with a positive mental attitude, then, man, I would go Bud and Crawford 100% because Canelo was just, he's sliding out of the game. I've seen so many fighters slide out of the game, and man, it's tough. It's tough to see a guy leave this game unblemished. You know, Floyd, he picked and plucked his way to that, man. Canelo, he's stepping into the lion's den on this one. This is, I think, the best he could do at this stage. He didn't want anything to do with Benavidez, so this is going to be talked about until it happens in September. And maybe I'll change my mind. Who knows, man? Maybe I'll see. You know, it's going to have to be something real special to change my mind. So I look at past performances. We're not going to see either one of them in the ring again. We'll see the builds up to the fights. And I don't know, man. Blood is the stone, man. Canelo doesn't change too often. They both, I don't think they're going to show too much physically to change us around it all. And I thank anybody who stopped in here. I'll see you again real soon, man. We'll see what's going on, and peace and love. BruceGas, boxing, jazz, and more. And I'm going. Peace.